If you are planning family activities this summer, we have got some expert advice for you. Our Dr. Tara Narula and best-selling author Gretchen Rubin joins us. Gretchen wrote The Happiness Project, an excellent book. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so happy to speak to both of you. Dr. Narula, what is a good way? You and I have kids around similar ages. What's a good way to have mental wellness and yet be medically safe as we open up travel?
Right. So my husband and I are both vaccinated. Our kids are not because they're under the age of 12. And so I want to focus on that first, which is that this is the bright spot of this summer. With parents being vaccinated, we know that our kids are way more protected than they were last summer because most of the transmission to kids has come from household contacts. So the risk to our kids is much lower. That being said, for each family, it's going to be a family-by-family, case-by-case decision. And that's going to be based on your level of risk tolerance or aversion. What are the particular health issues of your children? Are they children that may be at higher risk of complications from COVID? And what are your goals as a family? So when you look at what you can do this summer, there are a lot of options. Outdoor. So outdoor activities, beach, hiking, camping, outdoor sports for kids where they don't have close contact, outdoor play dates with masks, and outdoor dining. And then you want to think about travel, mostly on road trips. Think Wally World. You know, road travel is going to be the safest. And then finally, camp is really a great option. Camp was an option last summer, and it went very well at the majority of camps. So call up your camps and find out what protocols they're taking, but lots of choices for kids.
And Gretchen, I can't think of anybody better than you to speak about how we keep happiness alive over the fear that we've all carried with us for well over a year now.
Right, and as we're navigating being in different circumstances with people who might have different practices, different systems that we need to think about just having good manners and trying to make people feel as comfortable and as confident as they can with whatever the conditions are.
Hey, Tara, how do we let kids have a Kids Will Be Kids summer, but also take care of their mental health? I really believe that most of us don't even know what we've been through until we're out of it. I don't really think any of us are really going to know how we're affected until that time.
I think you're right, Gayle. And for so many of us who've had kids, we've heard them, we've watched them talk about being anxious, depressed, lonely, isolated, stressed. So if ever there was a prescription pad from a doctor for kids this summer, it should say play and fun. I think that really needs to be, those need to be the two words for this year's summer. You know, kids, we should be talking to them and asking them, how do they want their summer to be? What is important to them? Listening to them and acknowledging how they feel. Because as you said, Gayle, so many of us have been really focused on our own stresses and struggles as parents, and we haven't actually taken the time to ask our kids, what is going on in your mind? Are you nervous about re-engaging with kids in camp or even next year in school? And so I think, listen, activity, being outdoors, being creative, and really allowing kids to socialize. These are the things we should focus on with our kids.
I think what a great idea. Ask the kids what do they want. It reminds me of marital counseling. The counselor used to say, ask your husband what he's thinking. Oh, okay. But you're absolutely right about that. Ask them. What do they want?
Gretchen, you say families should design their summer. What do you mean by that?
Absolutely design your summer. Really think about what is the essence of summer for you? What is it that you really want your summer to hold? And figure out how to build that in. We've all had the experience of, you know, we have that, organizing that magical picnic, going to that theme park, and somehow the time just gets away from us. So we want to design our summer so that we make sure that we really do figure out what we want to have. And, you know, this year we may have to be more creative and adaptable. We may not be able to do the things that we would typically do. But, you know, the days are long, but the summer is short. And we really want to make sure that we fill the time with the things that are going to give us the essence of summer and really give us that experience of the season that we all really want.
Dr. Narula, how do we word things to children? A few key phrases when society and the globe is giving us mixed messages on mask wearing, what's safe, what's not. What are good key phrases to keep optimism alive, but caution and respect at the same time?
Well, Drew, you're exactly right. I mean, this year has been so full of challenges. And I think what we want to teach our kids is that it's okay to have challenge. You can rise from the challenge. And there are 3 words that I love. I actually stole 2 of them from my daughter's school. And those are glows and grows and gratitude, the 3 G's. So when we sit down at our dinner table at night, not all nights, but some nights, we go around and we ask our kids, what are your glows from today? Where did you shine? And we want them to have that positive feedback. They need that. And where can you grow? Maybe you failed at something, and that's okay. And then finally, how can you find gratitude? There's always something in every day that you can be grateful for. And, you know, the last thing is silver linings. That's something that's so huge in our household. We're always trying to teach our kids to find those bright spots so that it becomes part of the framework of who they are, to look at a world and see, as you said, optimism and hope and beauty. So for us, the silver lining is our 2 girls got closer in a year where they never would have had this time together. For my 8-year-old this morning, when I asked her, what was your silver lining? She said, well, I got to sleep later than I would have if I had to actually go to school. So
Glows and grows and gratitude.
Yeah.
I like that.
The 3 G's.
3 G's,
Dr.
Gayle.
Narula, Gretchen Rubin, thank you both. So much to look forward to this summer, finally.